So the first presenter today will be Siyu Zhang, the University of Georgia in the USA, and Siyu is a postdoctoral researcher at University of Georgia, just recently graduated with a PhD in food science. We'll be speaking about lipase-assisted production of 1,0-galloylglycerol, characterization, and its antioxidant properties. Dr. Zhang?
Hi everyone. Today I'll be talking about the characterization and its antioxidant properties about of a new compound we synthesized 1,0-galloylglycerol. It's been synthesized using lipase-assisted production. And 1,0-galloylglycerol, as you can see here, the structure is showing right here. It's an ester between gallic acid and the glycerol. Based on its structure, it should be readily soluble in aqueous media, but although it hasn't been tested yet before this work, and it can be easily transformed to a lipophilic form using the two free hydroxyl groups from the glycerol. And some studies showing it has better antioxidant properties than propyl gallate and butylated hydroxytoluene. And animal studies suggest it doesn't have a chronic adverse health effects. It's also a natural component of many plants. In our previous work, we have produced these compounds through enzymatic transesterification in small scale, but to characterize it and for industrial applications, large-scale synthesis is needed. And here's the reaction scheme. Basically, it's a glycerolysis between propyl gallate and the glycerol. We use a 100 ml double-layer jacketed reactor for the reaction, and the Lipozyme 435 was used as a biocatalyst. And for the characterization and determination of its antioxidant properties, we use the UV with spectral photometry. We also determine the log P and the log D value of this compound in water and n-octanol. We also determine its water solubility. For the antioxidant property, we use 4 common in vitro antioxidant acids, including DPPH, ABTS, FRAP, and hydrogen peroxide scavenging acids. And here's our results. In the right lines are showing the yield and hydrolysis in our previous small scale synthesis. Because this one is a scale-up reaction, the heat transfer may be changed. So we optimize the temperature. Showing in here, 55 show the highest yield and about the same level of the hydrolysis than 50 and 60. So we choose 55 as the optimal reaction temperature. And here's the characterization data for this compound. The UV with absorption peaks are basically the same for 1,0-galloylglycerol, gallic acid, and propyl gallate. The extinction coefficient are almost the same, but the water solubility of 1,0-galloylglycerol increased significantly after the modification. And it has the lowest log P value, which means it's most hydrophilic among 3 compounds. And the antioxidant property determined using 4 common acids. In the FRAP and hydrogen peroxide acid, 1,0-galloylglycerol showed highest antioxidant property. In the DPPH and ABTS acid, 1,0-galloylglycerol and gallic acid showed similar antioxidant property, which is higher than propyl gallate. So that 1,0-galloylglycerol maybe can be used as a antioxidant alternative to gallic acid or gallate. And here's the conclusion. A water-soluble gallic acid derivative has been produced enzymatically in large scale. 1,0-galloylglycerol has been fully characterized. In vitro antioxidant assays suggest this compound might have better antioxidant property than gallic acid and propyl gallate. And here's my references. Thank you. Now I'm ready for questions.
Thank you, Siyu. Very interesting talk.
Thank you.
You briefly flashed your reaction conditions on the screen. I didn't catch though. Did you carry this reaction without water, without a solvent, or did you just mix the reactants, or did you have to use a solvent to keep them?
Oh, this reaction is use glycerol as both solvent and substrate. We didn't add any extra solvent in it.
Okay.
Solvent-free condition.
I like that. Are you able to tell us which enzyme you used?
We use food-grade immobilized Candida and Antarctica Lipase Lipozyme 435.
That's a very good enzyme.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Judges, do you have a question for Siyu?
Siyu, I can start it off. I have a question for you. Why do you think the antioxidant activity increased in the GG component? It seemed like it had a similar structure, at least the starting structure, as propyl gallate.
Could be due to the change of the solubility after the modification. This one certainly is more the hydrophilic. So maybe the increased solubility in all those in vitro acids are carried out in water or in methanol. So the increased solubility could somehow enhance the antioxidant ability.
Thank you.
So, Siyu, I have a question. So you did a great study of synthesized this water-soluble antioxidant. So I'm curious about your next step. So you already proved it's better than the other counterparts. So what's next?
Now we are testing it in bulk oil and oil in water emulsion. We already tested in a fish oil and soybean oil. Maybe testing is more oil. And for synthesis wise, we are doing like because the two actual free hydroxy group from the glycerol, we are modifying it to a lipophilic form, saying to say if there's a lipophilic derivative, maybe has like better solubility in oil or like a better antioxidant ability. We are going to test that.
So in bulk oils, you're not testing GG only. You're testing the modified GG with lipophilic properties.
We are going to test the lipophilic form of it, but we already tested GG. It showed better antioxidant properties also than propyl gallate and the acid.
In bulk oils?
Yeah.
But it's water soluble, so how do you do the dispersion?
It's water soluble, but it can also be soluble in bulk oil as a low concentration. We tested only at 100 ppm, so sort of low concentration.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Well, then I can follow up with one more question. And first of all, thank you for a very nice and clear presentation. My question is, did you do any purification? I mean, after the synthesis?
Yes.
You probably purified. So which technique did you use?
We use liquid extraction. We were trying to like purify in a larger quantity than column chromatography. So instead of traditional chromatography, we were using liquid extraction, using SO acid to extract it from the mixture.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges. I believe that's the end of our questions. Thank you, Siyu.